just to get us on the same glorious page. It's from Webster's on glory. Please join me. Glory, something that merits or secures lofty praise, honor, or admiration, a source of intense joy, satisfaction, beauty, splendor, a dazzling illumination, shining radiantly, blindingly, to express wonder, surprise, or delight. Glory be. A condition of supreme exaltation. Glory. In an email Kathleen sent me last week, I was checking in with her. She said, "Hi, Dana. Glory still resonates. I think it has to do with summer and how it's so bright. We forget the immensity of light and heat of summer in the winter. And then when it returns, we both revel in it and are a bit overwhelmed by it all." I mean, what a visceral description of glory, a visceral description. I think glory is just like that. Glory is transcendent all around us, immanent within us. We create out of glory, we submerge into glory. I think it is beyond forgiveness and gratitude. It may even be beyond joy and love. Glory is really beyond Webster and beyond my description. I mean, that what we read together doesn't even come close, not even close to my sense of what glory is all about. And when I see glory in your face or in a child's face, I know Webster's hasn't come close. Do you remember a time when you experienced glory? I did last Sunday right here. A little 3-year-old girl. Glory. I saw it, I felt it, and I touched it. In a few minutes, we're all going to be invited into a shared experience of glory. Sonic joy, so pure, so continuous, so immersive, that you will have the opportunity, being open to it, to enter into a state of glory. That's the gift Kathleen brings to us this day, what's been resonating with her and through her with me. But before we do that, I just want to ask a question. Why is it that we don't experience glory so often? And at the risk of oversimplifying, I'm going to say it's worry. That worry causes a glory disconnect or a glory deficit. Because when we are worried, we are not seeing, we are not experiencing the divine hope, and ourselves as part of it. We don't feel a part of it. The story of the Garden of Eden, in part, is just about this. Garden of Eden. You've got your basic Adam, your basic Eve. Life is good. All they want to eat, they have. The animals are friendly. Even the bees don't sting. I suspect they even had UV protection built right in. Because no clothes. Who needs them? Right? So that's where I figured the UV protection. Yeah. And then it all changed. That all changed. And they began to worry. Eve, do these jeans make me look? Began to worry. Jesus had a very strong, rational, pointed, and at times condescending teaching on worry. And I want to share this briefly with you now. For those of you who care, this is from Luke 22. He just got done teaching teaching a large crowd of people, and he sat down with a small group with his disciples. And he said, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens, they neither sow nor reap. They have neither storehouse nor barn, and yet God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? And can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your span of life?" And older versions of the Bible say, "or a cubit to your stature." Do you remember Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
And building the ark, as it was, and God says, "I want you to build 40 cubits by 60 cubits by 80 cubits. What's a cubit? That was a Bible-based comic record. Or a cubit to your stature. That is the rational appeal. The rational appeal that Jesus is making. You don't need to be metaphysical. You don't need to look beneath the surface. You don't need to do a lot of Bible interpretation. He's saying it right here. Worrying is not going to add an hour to your life. Worrying isn't going to add a centimeter to your stature, not even a cubit. And he says, if you can't do this small thing, then why worry about all the rest? This makes such sense to me. Why do we worry? Maybe it's because we have a deep-seated belief that our worry will change the world. That our worry will improve things and make things better. But I'll tell you something, when I think about that, I get that. I understand that thinking. I don't have that thought and go, that makes no sense to me. I get it. But here's what I get more. What I get more is that if I have the choice of sending light and love to any situation, or worry, I choose light and love. He goes on. He says, "Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toils nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not clothed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, you of little faith?" That's the condescending part. And he was saying, pay attention, because people weren't waking up to what he was saying. I will share something with you. I need to wake myself up every day. Every day. I need to remind myself of this. So thank you for the condescension, Jesus. I'm speaking only for me. I deserve it. I need it. He says, "And do not keep striving for what you are to eat and what you are to drink, and do not keep worrying," he says again, just to make sure it gets in. "For it is the nations of the world that strive after all these things, and your Father knows that you need them. The Spirit within you knows that you need them. Instead, strive for God's kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well." Strive first for God's kingdom. All will be given to you. Let us